The Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.
Hey, welcome to the Captain's Log Radio. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss. And today I've got with me, this is a continued show. I've got Captain Bob from On the Hook with Captain Bob.
Sure.
I'm so excited. I'm so glad you guys have stuck around. We're doing the top 10 most innovative products that we found at ICAST. So if you are continuing this journey with us, we started with the first 5, 10 through 6 with On the Hook with Captain Bob. We're going to finish up 5 through 1 with me. And this is not because, it was all because we're in this order. Bob shows first, my show's second. So we kind of rolled through it that way. And so we're really excited to continue this. It's our first time doing this 2-hour show together. And I tell you what, brother, it's going pretty good. I'm enjoying this. I think we might need to do this more often.
I agree. Let's do it. And next time we will have plenty of donuts, right?
Yeah, that's right.
It was such a big show. We didn't even have time to get into any of the donut talk. I barely had time for an espresso, Cap.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, I haven't finished my Coke Zero yet, and that's saying something for this old boy to not finish his soda in that hour recording. So, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Hey, you know what? Let's not forget our listeners on B106 in Ocean City, Maryland. We're so thankful to have you guys a part of the show, checking out On the Hook with Captain Bob and the Captain's Log Radio with me, Captain Jonathan Moss. Thank you for being here with us. All right, so let's continue. We're going to start with number 5 on the list. Okay, this is the Force Flex Hydros by Force Flex Eyewear. Again, before we continue, I want to make sure people know we were not paid to put this list together. There was a group of us from the Outdoor Radio Network at ICAST. We saw hundreds of really cool, brand new products. And some of these products are companies we do not work with, okay? We were not paid to put this together. So please know that. This is cool. Man, check this out. And number 5 was the Force Flex Hydros from Force Flex Eyewear, the Hydros sunglasses. Now, what makes this really cool, which makes this innovative, we've all been there, been on the water. I prefer a full frame sunglasses. Okay, I'm on the pulling platform. I want to knock out light on the sides of my face, so I like full frame. The issue with that is fogginess. Your glasses fog up. You're out on the water. It's hot. It's muggy, especially here in Central Florida. And it's summertime, and your glasses are fogging up. Now, what I do to battle this, okay, and I don't have any with me. I have them in my boat. But Chums makes a spray, an anti-fog spray for your glasses. It cleans your glasses, and it keeps them from fogging, just like you would with your mask if you were snorkeling, okay? But this product, the Hydros from Force Flex, eliminates that. What do you have to say about that, Cap?
So one of the big things that I like about it, again, we talked about number 1, having that full coverage, right? Blocking out all of those UV rays. That's going to give us the ability to see into the water with our polarized glasses. I mean, that's what they're designed for. We want to cut the glare so we can see into the water, and we know what we're presented with. But number 2, the cyclonic air flow that is in that lens. So the way that they have it set up is they've got ventilation at the top and ventilation on the side. And that is what creates that cyclonic movement of the air. And not only does well, I'll say this, it's better than venting the air, because it really does move the air out, okay?
Right.
And you've got a neck gaiter on. You know how it is with a neck gaiter, and I'm wearing my neck gaiter just about all the time when I'm out there, right? If the sun's shining, I'm covered up as much as possible, and I'm fogging up. This is going to provide that solution.
And that's why I don't wear one. I'm wearing my skinny water hooded shirt, okay? It goes over my neck, my ears, my head. Protects this side, but I don't wear those gaiters because it covers your face and you're breathing and it
Mhm.
fogs up your glasses more.
Yeah,
Again, this is an issue. If you can't see, you
that's
can't
right.
see through your sunglasses, you're not going to be able to see into the water. And additionally, I don't like, and I'm not putting them down, okay? Because it's a really cool pair of sunglasses. The Ray-Bans with the little cameras here,
Oh,
they're
sure.
cool because you can record with your face with your with your glasses. But like my glasses, they're open on the sides. They're not full face. And I had a client the other day get hooked in the face, and if he was wearing the wraparound full face sunglasses, he would have been protected.
No,
Okay,
good
so
point.
it's so important that when you're on the water, A, you're wearing sunglasses, so you're wearing the full face so that you are protected and you're knocking out that sun, but then you're going to deal with the fog. This eliminates that.
Let's talk a
Very,
little
very
bit
cool.
about the protection that they give you and on their lenses. So now ForceFlex happens to have a military contract. They've got a lens. They call it the diamond lens. It is 6 times
Yes.
scratch resistant. That is, I mean, being in salt water, we've all had it happen. We're taking the spray. What are you going to do?
Yes.
You're going to wipe you're going to wipe your glasses off. And next thing you know, they look like a broken plate.
Yes.
It's so bad, you know. You just said that,
Absolutely.
you know.
I've got a client, Kent. He's very particular. He doesn't even like pouring water. Like he gets
Oh,
home and he
sure.
cleans his glasses at home. I like to have a spray bottle to spray my lenses, and then I use the Chums glass cleaner to clean my lenses. But you're right. We are tough on our gear. We sometimes we don't have the opportunity to do those extra steps, right? And if you are in salty conditions and you're just wiping them, you're going to scratch your glasses. So having that military grade extra strength protects you from, just like our fishing line,
Yeah,
abrasion resistance. Okay, 6x abrasion resistance to salt and scratches. That's going to be huge. And again, I'm not trying to keep plugging Chums, but if you're not wearing your retainers, right?
yeah,
And I'm always wearing my Chums retainers on my glasses because, hey, in the morning, I got them around my neck and I got my regular prescription glasses on. As that sun comes up, I pull my prescription off and I put my sunglasses on. I put my prescriptions away. Having the retainers keeps you from dropping them. But if you're not used to wearing them, I can't tell how many guys I see wearing them on their hat or wearing them on their neck or putting them behind their neck and have them backwards. Having that ability to keep them safe is huge.
yeah,
Scratch
absolutely.
resistance is huge. You drop them on that deck, and that deck has that non-skid on it. It's going to
Yeah,
scratch your glasses.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
very cool.
Now,
Very
the
cool
other
product.
thing about the Flex Fit Cap, lifetime warranty on the frames. You can't break them.
Unheard of.
You can't break
Unheard
them.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way that you will not, I should say, the only way they will not honor the warranty is if you lose them. So, other than that, you know, they're under warranty, right? Um, but now these things, if you go to their website, go over to ForceFlex website, and you'll see the demos they have. They actually fold them in half. They twist
Yeah.
them around. You
Wild.
can imagine that when you're providing them to the military, I guess you would need to be. They need to be quite dynamic. They're going to need to be able to take a lot of damage, right? Who knows where they're going to end up in your pocket? Maybe you might sit on them, whatever. But hey, that's a great thing.
And the price point is 90 to $110.
Mhm.
Okay. So very affordable. Hey, maybe you want a backup pair. Maybe you got you're on a particular brand that you like and you want a backup pair that doesn't break the bank. This might be the route to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
lots of pros there, man. Lots of pros. Very cool product. Very innovative.
Now
We've
the
got 3 minutes. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the hydros, they're not on the market yet. Okay. This again
New
is an
product for 2025.
innovative, that's right.
Yes.
It's an innovative product. And again, what makes it innovative, 6 times stronger scratch resistant lens, but the cyclonic airflow, that is the true innovative part of these sunglasses. They're going to be the most you're going to get the most airflow out of any pair of sunglasses will be with these Force Flex Hydros. But what I wanted to say, Cap, is they will be available for the holidays for sure. I think they've got about another maybe 6 to 8 weeks from now. So you'll be finding them in the fall.
Yeah. So stick around, check out their website. You'll get all their details.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number
Absolutely.
4, we've got a couple minutes. Number 4, this is the Mag Grab by Clean Fishing Products. They actually made me one. So on Tuesday night, I was there at the new product showcase dinner with Captain Bob. We were there to vote for all the new products. We got to see all the new products, and I was actually given one with my name on it. Okay. And this is a it's great. So think about if you're a fly fisherman and you're out on the water and you're waiting. Let's say when I go up to the mountains, I'm in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I'm having to hike in. I'm having to carry everything I need for that fishing trip on me. I'm not in my skiff. My truck's not right there. I'm having to bring everything with me. So now I'm eliminating a fly box, okay? Because fly boxes, even the smaller ones, are going to be a little bit more difficult to get in your pocket. They've got the little plastic round ones that are the size of like a small donut. Donuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And those are going, again, bulky in your pocket. This is a magnet that clips onto you, and then you can throw your fly there. Oh, well, Cap, I can throw them on my hat. I can do this, that. Yeah, I've lost flies doing that, right? Or I go to pop it out of my hat, and it messes the material up on the fly.
Right.
This product, the Mag Grab by Clean Fishing, eliminates that. Very lightweight, comes in several different colors. You can get them personalized. You can throw them on your shirt, throw them on your backpack, throw them on your hat if you wanted to,
Yeah.
and put your flies on there. Very, very cool product.
And the new one that they came out with for 2025, Cap, the innovative product, is a size specifically for your hat. So now you've
Yes.
got the ability to quick change those flies. And here's the amazing thing. The magnetic power on it is powerful enough that you can strap your pliers right to the side of your head if you'd like.
Yeah, and we talked about the power of having a strong magnet earlier in the show, on your show. This is going to hold up. This is going to, if you're walking in the mountains or you're moving around, or maybe you put your music in your ears and you're walking, you're going to end up moving and shaking. This is going to keep your gear safe. Hey, this is Captain's Log Radio. Got Captain Bob from On the Hook Radio Show. We're talking about the top 10 most innovative products that we found at ICAST. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on the Outdoor Radio Network. We've got more to talk about.
This is the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.
Hey, welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss, and with me today I've got Captain Bob from On the Hook with Captain Bob right here on the Outdoor Radio Network. Before we continue, we're talking the top 10 most innovative products that was picked by the staff of Outdoor Radio Network. Before we continue that, of course, I want to invite you to follow along on all the adventures at the Captain's Log TV on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We've got brand new season 7 of the Captain's Log TV, and all of those episodes are available on Discovery Channel, Discovery Plus, Discovery Go, Waypoint TV, the Waypoint TV app, and of course, our YouTube channel. All of our previous seasons are available on Waypoint and on YouTube at the Captain's Log TV. Make sure you're going on there, you're hitting that bell, you're hitting subscribe, you're hitting follow, and all the things you need to hit so you can see what we're doing. Of course, all of our Captain's Log radio shows are also available on Spotify and iHeart, Apple Podcasts. So wherever you go to consume radio, you can listen in. And of course, make sure you're checking out my good friend, Captain Bob, On the Hook with Captain Bob. He's got a radio show. We're paired up today. We're doing the top 10 most innovative Outdoor Radio Network staff pick products from ICAST 2025. It was an absolute blast of a show. I love going to ICAST. There's an opportunity for us to connect with new products, with new companies, to see old friends, to connect with the companies that we're already working with. And I want you to know, both of us are working with a lot of companies. We have a lot of great partnerships. This list contains some of those. This list contains majority of people we don't work with. Okay. But I'm saying all that to let you know this is an unbiased list. I really want to hit that home. I really want you to know that we are really into fishing products.
Yeah.
Really, I love fishing gear. I love tools. I'm a gear junkie for fishing. And so is Captain Bob. If I'm not
That's right.
mistaken, bro, you got rods hanging up behind you.
Right
Like
there.
we love
Look,
fishing gear.
even some
Old
old
reels,
vintage
yeah,
reels,
vintage stuff.
right?
Absolutely. Okay. Over the weekend, I took the kids with the family. We went to a flea market because that always has some really cool old reels.
Yeah.
And I was tempted. I
Ooh,
saw a couple that I was really tempted. I really love fishing gear. So
yeah.
let's continue this list. We are on, let
Number
me pull it back
three.
up, man. Yeah, we're on number 3. Pull
Yeah.
it up. This is something very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It really
In
is.
fact, there's a video floating around social media
Yeah.
with Steve Harvey, and he's like, "Are you kidding me, man? Like,
Do they
I've
know
been
about
doing it.
this?
Yeah, I've been doing this for years, and do they know about this? Like, do people know this is available? This is probably the most difficult fishing reel for you to use. I've had people, I don't keep one on my boat for a reason. I don't hand one to clients. And that is, can you guess it? The bait caster.
No
Okay.
baitcaster.
I've been using a bait caster since I was a kid. When I was a kid, we would walk the beach. My dad and I would walk the beach and we'd throw heavy plugs at snook. So it was really easy to throw. I didn't get a ton of backlashes. And really bait casters have come a long way
Yeah.
in the fishing world. I'm a big fan of the Florida fishing products, Bahia BC. That is a great reel available in left or right hand retrieve. But this particular bait caster has something new. What is the issue with bait casters? Backlash. And this reel, bro, I watched the videos.
Come
I
on.
didn't actually have a chance to throw one,
Yeah.
but I watched the videos. These guys are grabbing the rod and they're chucking this thing as hard as they can. And that's, I mean, that's insanity. That's
Yes.
dangerous.
Yep.
And what happens? The reel is smart. The reel has technology built into it, so it actually stops when it
That's
hits the water. It
crazy.
stops the spool when it senses that it's hit the water. Okay.
Yeah.
Think about they make table saws. My dad's really into carpentry and woodworking. They make table saws that if you stick your finger in there and you hit it, it stops. All right. It destroys the stop. You have to replace it. But if you stick your finger in there, it stops. All right. Now I ain't doing that.
No,
But
I'm
this
not going
has
to
the
test it.
same kind of technology. When it hits the water, it stops the spool. Eliminates backlash.
Nuts.
Bro,
Come on.
what are we talking about?
I
Let's
mean,
talk
that,
about
that,
the
how
name is
much?
hard for me to say.
Yeah. So the name, actually, let's go number 3. I'm going to give it a whirl. Svivlo
The
Fishing.
Vivlo.
Svivlo. Svivlo.
VLO.
Svivlo. And I'm going to throw a little bit of an Italian accent in there, but this is a Swedish product. We will say that.
Yes.
Swedish engineering, anti-backlash. Now, this is going to be the closest. Well, actually, I think it is the only thing that we're going to have currently on the market that is truly anti-backlash. Now, I did happen to see it. I did go over for a demo over at the casting pond over there at ICAST, of course.
Cool.
And I pick it up, and one of the first things I notice is there's no magnetic drag system on the side. There's no dial. There's no dial. You don't need to set up your lure ahead of time. It automatically detects the weight of the lure, how fast that line is coming out, and then the sudden impact of the stop. And it will break that reel instantly. And it's just, it's totally crazy. We were out there throwing it and, gosh, had a big, 3-ounce bait, no problem. Put on a 1-ounce bait, no problem. Put on a 3/4-ounce bait, no problem. It is very consistent and absolutely amazing. And you were talking about the video of Steve Harvey. He does a lot with youth, right? He just did get the Lifetime Achievement Award with ICAST, or I'm sorry, with ASA at ICAST. With ASA at ICAST, and because of what he does with youth And when you're trying to bring somebody into fishing, one of the most frustrating things is that backlash on that bait caster, right? First time
Yes.
you pick one up, oh, it's tough. It really is.
Yeah.
You know that. This really cuts that learning curve down to zero. Zero. You don't even need to put a thumb on it. Rip it
And
out.
that's going to be the hardest part for anglers who are used to using a bait caster. You don't need to put your thumb down. Let it do its work.
Mhm.
Let it
Yeah,
do what it's designed to do.
that's nuts.
Unbelievable.
That's totally crazy. It does come in two sizes. It's going to be in a Draken one and a Genesis one. One's going to be designed more for your bass fishing. One's going to be designed more for your musky lures, right? Again, they're both sealed units. You could take them saltwater or freshwater. So there's no problem with that at all. That is definitely an innovative product. I believe they said it was AI designed even,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. And it's available in both right and left hand retrieve.
correct.
It's got a 6-to-3 to 1 and a 8.1 to 1
Nice.
gear ratio.
Yeah.
So, which is it's bringing in a lot of line, and it
Yeah.
starts the Genesis one starts at $300,
Mhm.
and the Draken one, I'm pulling it up because they're a different price. It is 239. So the Draken one's a little bit cheaper. The Draken one only comes in one gear ratio, and that's 7.3, but it's still available at 7.3 to 1, and it's still available in right or left hand retrieve. So
Sure.
depending on what you're used to, you can go the more fancy reel with different options with line capacity and line retrieval, or you can go to the smaller reel, the Draken one. It's a little bit cheaper, but still, we're talking the ability to throw a bait caster without backlash.
Yeah. I mean, that's just such a time save. Now, again, over at the pond, we were talking about skipping baits. Well, it's very
Yes,
difficult to skip a bait with a bait caster under a dock, right? You know that.
yes,
In fact,
yes.
when we're fishing out on your boat this past week, you're skipping with a spinning reel right
I
into the mangroves.
I had the opportunity. I've been very blessed. Opportunity in the fishing industry to do some really cool stuff, and I got an opportunity to do some photo shoots with Bass Pro Shops, which is always cool. It's my name's not associated with it. It's not part of the Captain's Log TV, but it's. I mean, I'm a fishing kid. I grew up fishing. I grew up going to Bass Pro. I grew up going to Walmart. Started with Walmart, and buying a lure because Bill Dance was using it on his TV show. Okay,
Sure,
so
right.
having the opportunity to now be featured in these publications or prints or whatever, even having my picture rigging a lure in the closed section of a Bass Pro Shops is crazy to me. Okay, so it's wild. So, point to the story. We were doing a shoot and they handed me a bait caster, and they said, "We need you to skip this underneath this dock, this lure underneath this dock." And I was like, "Well, give me the spinning rod." They're like, "No, no, no, no. This is a brand new product from Bass Pro. We need you to skip this thing under the dock." I'm like, "You better get your cameras ready because I'm gonna do this one
There
time
you
and it's gonna
go.
be great." Skipping a bait with a bait caster takes time, it takes
Mhm,
practice, it takes
mhm.
precision. It's not something you're just going to do.
Right.
Okay. Now I nailed the shot. All right. I nailed the shot.
Yep.
And I was like, I hope you got it because I ain't going to be able to do that twice. Right. Okay. But now with this reel, you're able to control, you're able to skip, you're able to do everything you're wanting to do without having to worry about it.
I mean, that's
Game changer, dude.
dude, game changer, especially on skipping, right? Because you know how it is. As soon as you hit that, you're skipping that bait under that dock. As soon as it hits that water the first time, that spool's still spinning.
If
The
you
bait
don't
slows down to
have
nothing, and you're off.
if you don't have your reel adjusted correctly, if you're not paying attention, if you're not feathering it with your thumb, you're not watching. So,
Yep, no doubt.
and what
That's number
happens
three
there?
on the list, huh?
What happens there? If you are dealing with backlash, are you fishing?
No,
You're not
no,
fishing.
you're not.
So this is going to make you more efficient. It's
Yes.
going to save you time. It's going to save you frustration. That's why I don't golf, right? You
Right.
go golfing and you mess up, you're like, I'm paying money to go do this. You're frustrated. No.
So
This eliminates that, right?
it has an EFT of 94.5. EFT, your effective fishing
Fishing.
time, right? So
Yes.
the amount of time that you're actually spending on the water, not peeling line out of your backlash.
Yes.
94.5. That's
Yes. Hey,
amazing.
we got more to talk about. This is an incredible list of innovative products that we found that the ORN team put together for you from ICAST 2025. So don't go anywhere. I've got with me today Captain Bob from On the Hook with Captain Bob. And you know, of course, I'm Captain Jonathan Moss. This is the Captain's Log Radio right here on the Outdoor Radio Network. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
This is the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.
Hey, welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss. With me today, I got Captain Bob from On the Hook. Captain Bob, this is a special 2-hour show. We started with On the Hook with Captain Bob, and we transitioned to the Captain's Log Radio. And we're talking about the top 10 most innovative products that we found at ICAST 2025. It was put together, this list was assembled by the Outdoor Radio Network team. We had a group of show hosts there. We walked the show, we talked, we had several other guests from the show that were there. We were able to just really kind of put our heads together and look around. Let me tell you, this was not an easy list to put together because there's so many cool things at the show. But these 10 stood out to us, and we're down to our final 2. We started with 10 through 6 with On the Hook with Captain Bob, and now here on the Captain's Log Radio, 5 through number 1, and we're down to number 2. Now,
Number 2.
every day I cannot go fishing without this particular product. Now, I didn't think, truthfully, when this product came out, I said, that's it. I'm done. I won't ever need to buy another pair of this.
That's
And
it.
these are the Danco Premio pliers. These are my pliers. I have 4 or 5 of these sets. They're all brand new. These are the original ones. All right. Now, when I first started using Danco pliers, before I even had a relationship with Danco, I was using the Admirals, Danco Admiral pliers. Now, what I love about that is they're a 6.5-inch plier with a side cutter. Those fit my hand ergonomically, perfectly, like ready to go. And then they stepped it up a huge notch. And Danco came out with the Danco Premio, okay? Titanium, right? And they come with titanium cobalt cutters.
Mhm.
Now, what I love about these particular pliers is that the cutters are replaceable. You're not having to ship it back like other brands, okay? They will ship you this, and they're not very expensive. You can buy them from your retail shops, your dealers, the local dealers that carry Danco pliers, or you can get them at Walmart, or you can order them direct from dancopliers.com, all right? I didn't think this product could get any better, okay? Love them. Use them every day, right?
Mhm.
But they did. They did. Can you believe it?
It's
So,
crazy. Yeah.
this is the brand new Premio Fused Carbon. Now, I don't have a pair with me yet. I was told by a little birdie that I'm going to be sent a pair, and I'm really excited about that, okay? But
Yeah.
this is the Fused Carbon, okay?
Yeah.
Why is that important? Well, their slogan is spot on. Feather light, titanium strong. They took the titanium pliers, okay? Which honestly, the weight of these don't bother me at all. I wear them on my hip every single day, and the weight of these don't bother me at all. But they made them even stronger and lighter, okay? So let's go into this. This is a patented process, okay? A fused carbon, meaning they took carbon fiber, packed it together, they're putting it in a form. It's the same 6.5-inch size, and they're made incredibly strong. I
Yep.
had an opportunity to sit down with the owner of Danco. His name is Niels. He's a great dude, very innovative guy. And he says they have a machine, okay, that goes up to, I think, 1,500 pounds is what he said. Maybe it was 1,300 pounds, okay, which is over a half a ton
Mm-hmm.
of pressure, where they're grabbing the pliers and they're squeezing them. And they're trying as hard as they can to break them. They're unable to break them. Imagine that.
Yep.
No human is going to, not even out of the prototype, right? That
Nope.
joker's strong, right? All right. These pliers are not going to break from a human. Think about, you are wrenching down on a big fish. You're using I'm thinking about like Goliath grouper, big sharks, and you got a big circle hook, and you're really having to grab a hold of those pair of pliers and rip that hook out of its face. They're not going to break.
Which is
Not going to break.
Yep.
There's more cool stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
The next really cool thing, they're only making 20 a day. Okay. Because it's such a process to make these, and they're made in Florida, in America. The entire process, every bit of those pliers are made here in America. And I love that. American workers, American jobs, creating a product for the American angler. But Bob, hold on. Dude,
Yeah.
we're talking a pair of really lightweight pliers, extremely strong, made in America. How much is that going to cost me?
Well,
It's got to be $1,000.
got to be. How much is it going to cost me, Cap? It's not going to be $1,000.
No. And when we were at the new product showcase, what did I tell you? When I had no idea. I had no idea how much they were going to cost. And I looked at you and I'm like, they got to be $800. Minimum 6.
Mhm.
You're making 20 a day. They're made in America. They're fused carbon. The technology's this has never been done before. They've got to be $600 to $800. And they're not. $200, y'all.
Right?
$200. Take my
Life,
money.
lifetime, 200
Lifetime
bucks,
warranty.
$200 with
Lifetime
lifetime warranty.
warranty.
Come on. Like you said, take my money. Can I give you my credit card right now? Cap,
Insane.
1.8 ounces, 1.8 ounces. Now the set that you use currently, I believe that maybe that's 3 ounces, very light as they are, correct?
Yeah.
But to
Yes.
take something and to make it, okay, so I'm going to wind this back just a bit.
These are 5.6 ounces.
5.6. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. And those are
5.6.
light. Okay. So I'm going to wind this back, walking through the new product showcase. We are taking a look at every single item that's over there. And we're
I
coming
know
up.
where you're going with this.
Yeah, you know where I'm going. He says, Cap, put your hand out and get ready to hang on. And I put my hand out, and Captain Moss takes the set of pliers and puts them in my hand. Now I'm expecting to feel heavy,
Weight.
metal weight, titanium, right? All of that. You put it in my hand and it was nothing. It really feels like nothing. So
Feather light.
featherlight. And of course, everybody looks at it and says, oh my gosh, this looks like it's a 3D printed, set of pliers. Well, in fact, that's what they said over at Danco too, but they're not. It is fused carbon. Every single plier is different than the next, right? They're all going to have different fusions in there and all that. Everyone's going to look slightly different. And it's just absolutely terrific to have a 1.8 ounce set of pliers with a lifetime warranty that still has the titanium cutters on the side, which of course, braid and wire. Forget about mono. If you're cutting braid and wire, you're going to cut the mono, right? That are replaceable. So those blades are replaceable.
Yes. Yeah.
For
Unbelievable.
$200.
For $200. And if you're fishing for big tarpon, okay, you're offshore, all right, you want to if you're a guide and your hands are getting wet and slimy, they all come with the halo ring here in the center. Why is that important? Okay. Now you can throw a hook, and I have one right here. Let me grab it so you can have a better visual. You can throw your hook into that halo ring, and now you can pull tight to cinch down those knots and not worry about it slipping and hooking yourself.
Yes.
Love that feature on these pliers. And it comes the same with the Premios, the regular Premios, but they come on Premio USA fused carbon as well. That's huge. We talk safety a lot. That
Right.
is a safety part of these pliers. I prefer side cutters. Okay. I like side cutters because it's easier for me visually to see exactly where I want to cut that tag in, as opposed to them being in the center of the pliers. That's a preference thing. I prefer the side cutters. I'm going that route every single time. Okay.
Yeah.
These pliers, now the new fused carbon, are going to come with a plastic sheet. They're actually 3D printing the holder for them. The product that they had at ICAST was not the final product, but what we're being told is combined with the holder and the pliers is going to be 3.2 ounces. So even then, it's still going to be lighter than the titaniums and just as strong, if not stronger. That's insanity, bro.
It is.
Insanity.
When I saw the teeth on these, I thought, really? I mean, lifetime warranty on those teeth. Are you kidding? Right? Really, head on over to Danco Sports, get over to their website, check these things out. Do you know when they're going to be releasing these? Are they available?
I would look for it this fall. It's going to be very soon.
Yeah. Awesome.
Very soon. Again,
Yeah.
they can only make 20 a day.
Mm.
Right. So they're going to start cranking them out, start putting them out. They're going to fly off the shelves.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
going to fly off the shelves.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is very innovative, very innovative. To have a fused carbon set of pliers that is lifetime warranty for $200 for sub, you're getting a lifetime warranty set of pliers for sub $200 and everything that comes with it. The ability to change, swap out your side cutting blades as you need to, with the holder, maximum 3.2 ounces. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And if you're like me and you prefer a leather sheath over another product, you can buy these from Danco separately. I like these because, man, I grab them, they work. And I mean, these were in the ocean the other day with me. I was swimming. I met my family at the beach after my charter, and I forgot. I wear my pliers so often that I forgot I even had them on my hip, and I was in the water. I beat the crap out of these things, and they're still rocking. Lifetime warranty. I want to hit that home. Lifetime warranty from Danco, and the ability to replace those cutters. I haven't replaced these. These are the original cutters. I've never replaced them.
Really?
I've never replaced them.
Wow.
Titanium
Oh,
cobalt
titanium.
cutters. You cannot beat it. Hey, Captain Bob, we got more to talk about. We come back. We're going to talk about number one right
coming up.
here on the Captain's Log Radio. So don't go anywhere. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss, and we will be right back right here on the Outdoor Radio Network.
This is the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.
Hey, welcome back to the Captain's Log Radio. I'm Captain Jonathan Moss. I've got with me today my special guest, Captain Bob from On the Hook with Captain Bob. This has been a great show. This has been a 2-hour show. Started with On the Hook with Captain Bob and finishing up right here on the Captain's Log Radio. We're talking the top 10 most innovative products put together. This list was put together by the staff of ORN, the Outdoor Radio Network. Our top 10 most innovative products from ICAST 2025. We saw a lot of products. We've talked about a lot of products, and we're down to number one. Now, I actually have one of these things, but I don't have it. It's not with me, okay? And that's because my wife loves this stuff. This product is so crazy cool. She has it with her because this is a product that she uses, not is going to use. She's already using it. Okay. I think they gave it to me on Thursday. I came home Thursday night, I showed her, and she's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, I need that right now. I'm like, oh, that's why I got you one, baby. Here you go. She put it on her keychain and she takes it with her everywhere she goes. And she's out of town this weekend or this week. She went on a little road trip with her mom and her sister doing some girl stuff. And I'm home with the kids this week and she has it with her. So honestly, I need to go and buy another one of these things. And it's called the Heat It. The Heat It.
Yeah.
Well, what in the world is the Heat It? Listen, this is a product that is, if you like to hunt, if you like to fish, if you don't like doing either of those things, and you like to golf, or you like to just go birding, or you like to go hiking, or you like to go camping, you like to go outside of your house to go to whatever, you're going to want this product. Okay? Absolutely insane. Bob, tell us more about the Heat It, our outdoor radio network top pick for the most innovative product for ICAST 2025. Insect bite reliever.
Yes. Insect bite reliever. So you just mentioned if you like to go outside, which of course we do, we're going to be attacked by some pesky little critters. It could be mosquitoes, bees, wasps, right? Spider bites, even. This little device, and I've got the box here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the device as well. But this here is the Heat It. That is indeed the Heat It. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there.
There it is. Yes.
This product happens to, again, it connects to you just wear it on your keychain. In fact,
Little.
yeah, it's very, very small. They said three things. Just do three things with it. Put it on your keychain.
I thought this was genius.
Yeah,
Genius sales pitch when we were talking to these guys.
Yeah. Put it on your keychain. You
Number one.
download the app.
Number two, free app.
Free app. You don't even have to put anything in. They don't care about your email address or anything. You just need the app to turn the thing on. So put it on your keychain. Number two, you download the app. And number three, you go get bit.
You go get bit, buddy.
Go get bit, right? So this is the number one most innovative product at ICAST. It was just introduced to the ICAST family this year, and this is why it made the list. Now, it's very simple. Everybody goes around with one of these things here, and I'm holding up my cell phone for those who might be listening right now and not seeing this.
Let me pause you right there.
Oh, yes.
You have an Android.
I do.
And I have an iPhone.
There you go.
Okay. And
Yeah.
yet they make two different versions. One
Correct.
for your iPhone and one for your Android.
Yes. Great.
I love that. That's very innovative.
Yeah.
They've got you covered no matter what phone you have, they have you covered. Continue, please. I rudely interrupted you.
Absolutely. No, that's a great point. But of course, so whether you have an Android or an Apple device, they will make a Heat It for you. It's
Yes.
a little dongle that plugs into the bottom of your phone. Mine happens to go with a USB-C charger side. And on the bottom of the dongle is a little ceramic plate that heats up. This little ceramic plate will heat up to about 124 degrees plus or minus, and you can adjust it just a little bit. And if anybody has been in a hot tub, usually your hot tub is going to be about 104 degrees. So it's not much more than that type of water that you're going to have.
Bad.
But you will plug that in, the little dongle, into your USB port on your phone. You're going to go utilize the app and say, okay, I've got a bite on my arm. Well, you're going to go to the app. You're going to go ahead and hit start, and it will heat that little device up, and you simply put it on the bite, and it neutralizes the scratching and the itching from that insect bite. Again, whether it's a spider bite, whether it's a mosquito bite, whether it's a bee sting, hornet, yellow jacket. Now, they even said that this will work on jellyfish stings. However, it's a small device, So it would have to be a small jellyfish sting for it
Yeah.
to work on. It does work on ticks, but not the Lyme. So I mean, the having this and having the ability to go out into nature and not have to worry about being bit up and just scratching all day. This neutralizes the proteins from the bite.
That's the key there.
Yeah.
That's what makes it work. And what I love about this product, this tool, I'm telling you, this is a game changer for me and my family. My wife and my 5-year-old son, I mean, they attract the mosquitoes. It's unbelievable. Like me and the baby, the 3-year-old side, we go outside, we don't get as many bites. But my wife and our 5-year-old son Dieter, they get bit up like crazy. With the app, you're able to use the product with adults or children. There's a little switch where you can pick this is for a child, this is for an adult. If you have sensitive skin, there's a toggle that you can switch for sensitive skin. There's 3 different versions or lengths of time for the product to work. There's a short, there's a medium, there's a long. So the guys are telling us, hey, start with the medium. If you can handle that, then bump up to the long. If you have a kid, start with the short, then go to medium, see how they handle it. Okay. Again, these are all really cool features with this product. With kids, when you switch it to the child version and you hit the button to start, there's a little animated series on the app that distracts your kid. Even though it gets hot enough to neutralize the proteins and break down the bite, break down the itch, break down the pain. It doesn't burn you, but it's still something. You're doing something to your kid. You're implying medication, if you will. You're doing something that's hot. Okay, it's not going to burn you hot, but it's still warm. You're wanting to distract your kid, and this isn't something you got to sit there for 10 minutes. This isn't something that's going to take forever.
Right.
It's quick. It's only a couple of seconds, like 3-4 seconds.
Yep.
It's very fast, very very fast.
Um,
Also, it runs off. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was going to say it is medically proven to work. So
Wow.
it has been through testing and it is medically proven to work. It will take those proteins out of that.
Third party tested, which is huge.
Yes.
Third party tested. So
Yeah.
they can't just say, oh, yeah, we tested it, and then, of course they're going to say that, right? No, it's third party tested, which means they're not getting paid to give a specific result.
That's right.
So
And if you're going to, I was going to say, for me, if I'm applying something to myself, I want to know that it has been thoroughly vetted. And this has been through that process. All of the documentation they have available on their website for the medical testing that has been done. This thing is super cool. Real quick, Cap, I do want to mention about that sensitive skin feature they have. If you get bit in the lip, which happens, right? You get bit in the lip, well, you may need to take care of that insect bite there. Or for me, unfortunately, sometimes it seems to happen like I get bit on the inside of the arm, and that's real sensitive right there. So having the ability to dial that in, I'd much rather not have an itch right here on the inside of the arm. So being able to dial that to sensitive skin and go ahead and apply that proper medical technique, I guess we could say, to that bite to eliminate that itch. I mean, that's why it's number 1 on the list.
Yeah. Well, how long is it going to last? What power is it? What happens? Like, is it always going to work? Well, you know what? If you follow their 3 instructions, number 1, keep it with you, and number 2, download the app. Number 3, you're going to get bits. You're going to have to use it. Yep. It runs off your phone. It only uses 1/1000th of a battery percentage of your phone, meaning you have a full battery charge. You can use the product 1,000 times before it kills your battery on your phone. If you're having to use it 1,000 times, but brother, you just need to stay inside. You need to go to the doctor. Something's going on in your life that you need to not be outside. It's like was like Jesus is coming back and there's a plague or something going on and there's all kinds of locusts or something going on, something crazy for you to be around all of those bugs to get you all those bites, right? I've got a buddy that's a professional beekeeper. I don't think he's ever been stung more than half a dozen times when he's dealing with the bees working, right? If you're going outside, got your phone with you, more than likely you're carrying your phone, carrying that heated product with you on your keychain, plug it in, turn it on, use the app. Beautiful. The pain goes away, the irritation goes away. You know, I bet you if you get stung by a catfish, you know, you get pricked by catfish, or what we have down here, those leather jackets. Horn belly's another name for them. They got these little spines on the bottom of their belly, and they nick you. They're like a little bit of like poison goes in you, makes your fingers swell up, makes your hands swell up, tingle. Bet you it works for that as well.
How about that? Yeah, I would imagine anything that has that protein base, right? Because this heat breaks down that protein base, which eliminates that itch. This is so innovative. It really gives you the freedom to move around the great outdoors, Cap, and not have to worry about scratching all day. You know, it wasn't too long ago that we were out on the boat and I had a spider bite that I didn't realize, right? And we were just out there and I happened to scratch it. Next thing you know, well, I've got an open spider bite because I've scratched it. I would have much rather have had this
now
product.
You got a product that can take care of it. Hey, listen, if you want to check out the entire list, go to the Outdoor Radio Network website. That's going to be right there. Captain Bob, thank you so much for being here in this 2-hour show. Make sure if you missed the first half that you go to On the Hook with Captain Bob. And thanks for listening to the Captain's Log Radio, Captain Jonathan Moss. And we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for listening to the Captain's Log Radio with your host, Captain Jonathan Moss.